H. Jackson Brown Jr. said, "The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today." Welcome to another episode of Secret Society of Veterans. I am your host, Anthony Rivera, and today is Tuesday, February 19th, 2019. So welcome, guys. So I've been sitting there, trying to get this podcast off the ground, enjoying every moment of having the conversation with you guys. I don't know how many people are really listening or are listening, but everything's therapeutic to me. Like I said, I'm a veteran. I'm a Navy veteran, and I was in September 11th, and in the Persian Gulf with a great group of cast and crew, I guess you could say, because we were all freaking cast members of our United States Navy, and it was an amazing accomplishment in my life. So doing this is very therapeutic. For all you guys and listeners out there, women out there that are on the internet listening, or on your phone listening to this, please give us a call in, ask questions, talk to us, let's have a conversation. You can find us on Facebook on Secret Society of Veterans. You can download this Anchor app and start listening to not just only our podcast, but there's many podcasts out there that you can sit there and listen to. Right now I'm doing this from outside, which is great. What technology has accomplished throughout these years. We're able to do a podcast from the outside world, or from outside, and just walk, or be on a bus, or be in a car, or be in a taxi, or in an Uber, or something to that effect, and just talk to you guys and have a conversation. I would like to thank Teresa. If you guys have listened to a couple of our podcasts, she has been on a couple, and we've had conversations on this podcast of many things, and I would like to give my thanks and gratitude for her input and for her life story, I guess you could say. It's really hard for many of us veterans to sit there and really just have a conversation and talk to another, or talk to anybody about our PTSDs, about our traumas and things like that. And I thank everybody that does call in or does the show with me and talks about their personal stuff, personal things. If that's a way of therapy for you, that's amazing. My therapeutic means are, this podcast, going to work, working with veterans, being outside, doing a lot of little things, dealing with everyday aspects of life, which sometimes becomes really, really difficult, sometimes becomes really easy. It's just, I guess, the way we handle it, the way that we are able to take our difficulties and categorize them and break them down and accomplish each goal one by one with patience. That's, I guess, our way of doing our therapeutic ways of doing things. If I sound a little winded, or if I sound a little bit tired and things like that, I have been battling sickness and stuff like that also. I don't know why, but I'm here in Miami, Florida, and this is, I guess, allergies have been kicking my butt. But I'm going to try to get through this as best as possible for anybody out there listening that needs someone to listen to on their way to work, on their way home, on their way at lunch, whatever it may be. things I would like to talk about. Maybe it's on your mind and you just need somebody to speak it so you can listen, or somebody listen so that you can speak. It's a great day today. A beautiful day today. All around the world, each one of us have woke up in the morning and gotten our day going. So let's look forward to the next. I'm going to stand by for a commercial break, and I will be right back, guys. Thank you.
If you're a veteran, or just anybody that likes to hear good stories, likes to hear things that might guide them through life, why don't you check out the podcast on Anchor called Secret Society of Veterans? Every episode, we have someone new, something new, and things to put out there. We have different groups, different entertainment, and just stuff that might be helpful to you, the veteran. Also, we have a group on Facebook called Secret Society of Veterans. So if you're interested, why don't you come over, check us out, stay a while, and enjoy the information. Thank you very much. This has been a message from Secret Society of Veterans.
The money is there. And no matter how broke we are, we have $1 that we'll spend on cigarettes and shit that we really don't need.
Yeah.
So the money is there. It's how we manage the money and how they manage. But because there's no accountability at that high end, they put bullshit like, I remember in the service, being in the supply system, they give us a budget, right? The budget is way enough. By the end of the year, fiscal year, what ends up happening? We have to spend all the money to ensure that we get the same budget that we just got, if not more.
Yeah.
And then we order a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't need. But we had extra of it, which means there's excess money.
Yeah, sure.
If you manage the money right, what happens? We will have enough money for everything in the United States. But there's corporate greed. There's just personal, like President Trump, everything he does is a money move.
He's
I'm not mad at
man,
him.
right? He's a money
I'm not
man.
mad at him. He's a businessman. He's
Right.
So everything that he's knocking the legislation down and changing different policies, so the EPA, so they don't take. He has investments in these things.
Of course.
Why? So when he gets out, he has a legacy that continue on making money. It's brilliant. What you gonna get mad? But he hasn't done that for the country. He could have did that for the country versus himself.
Personal, yeah.
And stop recording me.
And this is Secret Society of Veterans, and we're in a conversation at work, having a conversation about greed, money, how the system can work a little bit better. And I'm your host, Anthony Rivera. And today we have Curtis Martin.
Yeah.
So you think that the system is botched
It's always
up?
been messed up, especially because of the 13th Amendment. Once you take out the word slavery, you take that away, corporates have to come up with a new plan. Right now, that is the way they get there. It's not, and like I said to you earlier, it's not the fact that foreigners are coming and taking a job. No, the corporations are shutting down the business because they have private prisons in which they can use that labor because, according to the 13th Amendment, they can use it because they have no rights.
Right.
So, they change that,
See you at lunch.
then you have a change of society.
And society won't change until people just decide to stand up for all these rights that they have and things that they complain about. And it's true, it does cause trauma. It does cause PTSD and things to that effect.
What's so weird is if you grew up in Brooklyn in the hood, you get PTSD from living in the projects.
Right.
You live anywhere where there's gun violence, and you can see it like it's normal to you.
Right.
But then when you start responding in the same manner, then it's, oh, there's something wrong with you. But this is the environment you have here. And everybody's like, oh, you can move out of that environment. Yes, you can, But if these traumas happen to you while you were there, if you're fortunate not to witness any of that, then you have more of a chance than a person that is struggling with that, oh, I see a crackhead on every corner, or I see the drug dealers shooting somebody because they owe them money all the time. You don't have to live up with that fear. You know, and I just think it could all be changed.
Did you have all that fear when you was home before you joined the service?
I didn't have that. I lived in the suburbs pretty much.
Right.
There was hood around me, and I hung out in the hood. But I was able to go home at a peace at night. You know, like I didn't live in a project. The house that my mom lives in right now is 1.7 million. So like it's not like, and I mean all the houses right on that block in particular is expensive. So I didn't have to endure what 95% of my friends had to endure when I was growing up.
Right.
You know, like they considered us the Cosbys, and I'm looking at them like, I wish I had what you had. And they didn't have much, but it seemed like what they were having and what they were doing was more fun than living in my boring house. Okay. Even though I had all the up-to-date stuff and you know, TV, we had the big screen TVs, we had projectors and stuff like that. Stuff that other people didn't have is, you know, in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like 4 or 5 bedrooms, a basement. We had all that. And then like, you know, everybody used to come to my house, but I'm like, but y'all have fun in the hood. And like that's how ignorant I was. Like I wanted to be a part of that life, and then I didn't really know their daily struggles.
Right. Then you joined the service and you came out and you still have the same mentality, no, right?
All right, fellas, still thought. All right, man.
You see, man?
Okay, good to see you. No, not the same thought process. It's just a different thought process.
I mean, I still the same person I was when I was 15 years. I just matured. Right. I know the same information. I just look at it differently and process it differently. I always ask why that person acts like. I don't automatically say that person's a bad person. There has been something that went on in their life to cause them to be that way.
Right.
Like I was watching the skate documentary. I sent you the link.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
And I realized how big the skate community was 10 years ago, just 10, 15 years ago. During that documentary, it started showing the amount of more places that they were closing. And most of these places were in the hood. You took the one thing that was keeping, like the Crips and Bloods each one had a skating ring in their area. But the skating kept them from fighting each other, meaning like the Crips would go to the Bloods skating ring and there would be nothing but love. They'd be skating together. But the moment they stepped out the skating ring, it was beef. So like the skate world, there was like a peace and mind when you went to skating. It was like a different level. But then you take it away because of zoning rights and different things, and you take it away from the community, the one thing that was keeping people out of trouble, because that's what they were looking forward to. That Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, Sunday night, you know what I'm saying? Go skating. I remember Empire Rink almost was open over, I believe, almost every night except for Tuesday. I think. I went to majority of them nights when I was a kid. You know, you take these things away from you. Take away the ballparks. You take away the rec centers.
The rec centers, teen centers, I remember those, yes.
Take away the YMCAs and stuff like that. And what is left for the kids to do but to get in trouble? Right. Oh, so they say, the parents need to spend more time. The parents are spending more time freaking, and I'm not referring to the ones that are bums and who do not contribute to their family. But a lot of the families are working. So if they're working, and the one thing that was offsetting everything was that center that brought the kids together. Because there's no more community anymore.
The barriers were.
I remember growing up, we knew all the police officers. The police officers knew our damn parents. Mm-hmm. You do some shit, I'm telling your mother. You straightened up. It don't matter how hard you thought you was. The moment I'm telling your mama. That was it. So like, we need to bring that back.
Yeah. This conversation on Secret Society of Veterans is just on the fly, so whatever we say in here is just on the fly. It's not written, not scripted. It's just the thought process and opinions of our fellow veterans. Martin, where did you serve at?
Fort Bragg, the majority of my career.
Fort
Running
Bragg?
up and down Orleans.
Uh-huh.
I was a super leg.
Army.
I refused to become airborne.
Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
This has been Secret Society Veterans. We'll be back. What a great conversation with Curtis Martin, logistics specialist, Army veteran, father of great children, guiding them the right way, teaching them the right morals and standards and commitment to have in life. Our therapy sessions here at Secret Society of Veterans is second to none. We try to guide each other, advise each other, teach each other our opinions and how to be normal citizens in this world that we live in. It's an enjoyable process that I'm going through, and many other fellow veterans are going through with therapy and different things that we put forward in our lives and helping our fellow veterans and even our fellow citizens of our beloved United States and around the world. Being that I'm going to get back to doing more sessions and more segments and more interviews, so I would love if our listeners would call in, download this app for this podcast, and keep listening to our podcast so maybe they can get something out of it. I enjoy doing this. I thank everybody for participating. I thank everybody for giving me their opinions and their input on things that, we don't really talk about on a regular basis, but when we have the opportunity and the stage, we have the ability to express ourselves. And that's all it is, expressing yourself and letting it be known that maybe something can help, maybe something can be of worthwhile to listen to or even implement in our lives, in our daily lives, in our future lives, and maybe even teach our children. I believe that teaching our children the right way and how to be normal and great citizens of our world can bring peace, love, joy, and happiness to many. We all go through struggles, we all understand our struggles, and we all try to cope as best as possible with therapy and different little things. Anything can be therapy. Just sitting out and looking at the birds can be a therapeutic way of dealing with everyday lives, everyday struggles. Sitting there listening to the ocean, listening to this podcast, maybe somebody's voice, maybe somebody's word of wisdom can help you through the day. Helping other veterans, helping other people, because we're all the human race and we're all the human species, and we all are here for each other. I enjoy this. I thank you for listening. I thank all the listeners for listening. Please download the app, listen to our podcast, give me a call, give me a text, check out the Secret Society of Veterans on Facebook. I'm going to try to open up more social media so we have more outlets for many veterans to join us. I am proud of our Secret Society on Facebook, of veterans on Facebook. We have 525 members, and we're expecting more, and we would love to have more. I want to be the voice. I want us to be the voice. I want us to be the voice between us as veterans and the real world. Maybe we can make a difference. Maybe we can make a change. Maybe we can help somebody. As I always put out there, if any of you are having any kind of thoughts of depression or anxiety or anything that makes you want to go over the deep end, remember, please call the crisis line, the Veterans Crisis Line. The Veterans Crisis Line is there to help you in everyday struggles. Every day, just every day, there's someone there to listen, or give us a call, check us out. Maybe we can help and get you through your day. There's many resources out there for us as veterans to be able to cope with our daily living. We're here for you. We're here to help. We're here to endure the same issues, same things that we all go through together. We care about each other. We love each other. We take care of each other. Like I said, if you're going through a crisis, please call the Veterans Crisis Line at 1-800-273-8255. Press 1 if you're a veteran. Or you can text 838-255 for chatting, texting, anything. Or you can give us a call here at Secret Society of Veterans on Anchor. Again, I'm Anthony Rivera, your host, Navy veteran. Please have a beautiful day and love each other.
If you're a veteran, or just anybody that likes to hear good stories, likes to hear things that might guide them through life, why don't you check out the podcast on Anchor called Secret Society of Veterans? Every episode, we have someone new, something new, and things to put out there. We have different groups, different entertainment, and just stuff that might be helpful to you, the veteran. Also, we have a group on Facebook called Secret Society of Veterans. So if you're interested, why don't you come over, check us out, stay a while, and enjoy the information. Thank you very much. This has been a message from Secret Society of Veterans.